All right, a special welcome to all of our lovely painters who are painting with us online. If it's your first time here, then welcome to Nashawn Jeremiah Arts Paint With Me session. We do this every single Thursday night at our studio. Literally right now, I have a group of amazing adults who are just eager and waiting to paint. And if it's your first time, you may not know, but you can actually paint along with us by acquiring your very own painting sheet for the week. You can get it for only 5 EC, and you can paint from the comfort of your home or from your office space, wherever. I know a few of you are painting along with us. Nafisia, I know you're painting. You got your sheets today, so I'm eager to see what it turns out like at the end of the session. But without further ado, we are going to get started. So get your paints, get your brushes. This wave scene is about to transform in just a few. All right, guys, so let's take a look at our image. It's not as complex as it may seem, okay? It really isn't. It's just sky, ocean, and a wave. Maybe a little silhouette of a coconut tree back there too. I mean, it's up to you to put it in, okay? We'll be fine. All right, so the very first thing we're going to start with is the sky. We're going to start with we're going to start with some purple at the top, and we're going to work our way down orange into yellow. So get your medium-sized brush just for the best control. And I don't want you to feel concerned about getting paint in the wave area. It's okay to get a little bit of paint in the wave area, because when we add the blue and the white, it's going to cover all of that up. All right, so we're going to start off with purple, and we're going to go just about 2 inches down from the top with our purple. So everybody should have purple in their personal palettes. And we're going to go just about 2 inches down with our purple. So purple, and we're flowing from the top, and we're painting downward using purple. Now, if you want, you can try to evade the waves by outlining it, or you can just continue flowing with your brushes, and even if we have some spillovers of the purple into the wave, that's going to be fine. So let's keep painting in purple. For those of you online, if you only have the primary colors, you mix some red and some blue, and you will get purple too. Oh, look at that, we're rhyming tonight. Hey. So red and blue, we get some purple, and we're filling just about 2 inches down from our canvas sheet with the purple. Some persons might want to outline the wave so they don't get the purple over on it. That's okay. Others, you don't have to worry too much about getting the spillover, because we'll cover it up using the blue when that time comes. All right, and we're flowing. Again, welcome to our online painters. We're happy to have you tuned in, participate in the discussions tonight. We look forward to seeing your responses online, and we want to see your completed work in the end. Okay. All right, guys, so we should be almost finished with the purple. Just a little strip of purple. We don't have a scarcity, when it comes to the purple paint, so please dip or scoop up as much as you need. I don't want to see any patchy looking paint coverage. If you have to go over it a second time, do so. So we have proper coverage. And we're painting left to right, not up and down, not crisscross, not sideways, left to right. We're trying to create a beautiful sunset blend for our sky. All right, so some persons are going in with their second coats, looking good. The next step is with some orange. Next step is with orange. But we have to blend the orange in with the purple, so I'll let you know how we're doing that in just a bit using orange. I'll give you guys a few more seconds to wrap up with the purple. All right, so for the next step with the orange, I want us to add a wet streak of purple right in the bottom here. So you dip maybe your small brush and you apply a wet line of purple here. So when we add our orange, it makes it easier for us to blend. So the purple isn't dry when we're blending. So using your small brush, just add a wet line of purple right at the bottom. A wet line of purple at the bottom. You can use the smallest one to do that. The very small detail brush to do that. And then we're going to start right where the wave breaks here with orange. So we're going back to the medium brush to blend with the orange, okay? So you use your medium brush, dip into orange, and we're going to add orange starting from right above where the wave is breaking. If you look at the board, you'll see what I'm referring to. Yes, same brush, same brush. You should have washed it out already. Washed out that brush from the purple. All right, and just add a clean streak of purple with your small brush above here. And then we're going back in with a clean medium-sized brush to fill orange in this area here. And we're going up to meet the purple. You should have good coverage down here before you meet the purple, because then your brush would have the darker color on it. So we're filling with orange. Make sure you fill the area before you meet the purple. And when you meet the purple, you just keep going upward into the purple. Let's go. So we are filling with orange. And now if you guys are looking, I'm ready to meet my purple, okay? So I'm going to blend over my purple over and over, and I'm going up, over and over into my purple. And you have to be gentle when you're doing the blend, just to ensure that it is smooth. Once you're done with that, you can clean your brush and then you'll go over again with orange, just to make sure that the blend is looking similar to mine. So when your orange reaches your purple, if you're seeing a harsh line between the orange and the purple, you can tap your brush into a little bit more of the purple so it blends a little bit better. Tap your brush into purple and blend out the harsh line that you may have. Keep your strokes light and left to right. Keep your strokes light and left to right. We want it really light. Left to right. Let's see the top. Okay. So the next step is just with yellow. All right. The next step is with yellow. So all I want for us to do is focus now on just blending out the purple and the orange. And how we do that? We move our orange upwards into the purple, and once we get up there to remove the harsh line, you go over with a clean brush of purple, blending it over it so that that harsh line can be removed. That's it. Looking good. Remember, Miss Etienne is here to assist, so if you're not sure of how it's going, Shekinah, you're getting through? That face don't look like that. Purple go down. Etienne, you'll check out Shekinah over here when you're done. Wash out your brushes when you're done. We're moving with yellow. It's time for the yellow. And the yellow, we're going to fill the entire bottom area using the yellow. So we're filling the entire bottom area using yellow, including the area underneath where our wave has broken. All right, so yellow everywhere underneath You can try to avoid your trees or you can paint over it. I guarantee you would still be able to see those trees underneath the yellow. All right, so we're just filling now in yellow. Filling in yellow. We'll focus on blending with some orange in just a bit. For now, just fill the space with yellow. Yellow now underneath your wave. Don't worry about trying to leave out the coconut trees. If you're light with it, you should be able to see it. We should still be able to see it underneath. All right, so we're painting with yellow now. We're filling the bottom portion with yellow. So we're not too concerned about anything. You can still see the silhouette of the trees underneath. All your focus is on filling that area underneath there in yellow. Fill it in yellow. We'll blend shortly. I'll give you guys another minute to fill in yellow. So it would look something like this if you are following along with me. Your painting should be looking similar to this, and you should be ready to blend with the orange now. All right, to blend with the orange, we're going to do the same thing again. Using your very small brush, I want you to add a wet streak of orange right underneath, right on the line, the bottom line of the orange. Add a wet streak of it. Using your very small brush, we're adding a wet streak of orange right at the bottom line there. Let's add a wet streak of orange right at the bottom line there. And then you're going to go back in with your medium-sized brush, and we're going to pull the yellow upwards like this. So I have yellow on my brush, and I'm blending, and I'm going upward to meet my orange. And as you blend into another color, let your brush strokes become lighter and lighter. As if you're painting with a feather, if that's possible. And if you're seeing any harsh lines, be sure to wash out your brush and go over with a clean slate of that said color. If your blend is lower than the wave, you can pull it across to underneath here as well. If your blend, you're seeing orange lower than where the wave is breaking, then you can pull some of that blend of orange over here if your orange comes down lower than where the wave is breaking. All right, so your sunset sky would look something like this. Again, if you're seeing orange after the break of the wave, then you're going to pull some orange over there also. So we want to avoid any harsh lines, and only how we're going to do that is if we clean our brushes and go over with a clean slate of the color. So if you're seeing a harsh line between the purple and the orange, you're going to go over with some purple on that harsh line just to blend it out a little bit. Remember, Mr. Etienne is here, so if you need help, you need any assistance, please let him know. So your painting can be the closest version to that image as possible. Wash out your brushes once you're done. I like the texture there. We can leave it like that or you can blend it out, but it looks good like that. What do you think? All right.
Right way oranges and a small amount of orange. Right here? And are you using your medium brush with your yellow to push your yellow into your orange? Medium brush with some yellow.
Wash out your brushes once you're done. It's time for the ocean. We're going to be moving to the ocean soon, so I'll give you guys another minute so that you can wash your brushes and make sure that your sky is looking good. Nice, Cameron. Nice, nice. I think the closer you are to the board, the better. The more the inspiration fills, you know? Yeah. I feel we're looking fantastic, guys. Beautiful sunsets. Absolutely beautiful. Blend out any hash lines that you may have or you're seeing. And we're going to be moving to the ocean, not the wave itself, but the still water in the back of the wave. We're going to be moving there now. Our water splash, our trees are going to be last.
This is not for you, Miss Carriacou. This is not for you.
That's it. That's it. Just to show you guys an idea of what we're going for. Miss Del, why you looking at me like that? Why you watch me like that? I can't show Cameron Zoom because he went this direction, so persons will think they were supposed to go that direction too. But I can show them hers when she's finished. Yes. That's looking good. Okay. So we have Kristen's zone here. You see the sunset coming in. So you guys, if you take your time and just blend in there, you should see Cameron's zone. He went a different direction, but it looks good still. Let me show them Cameron. Let me see. Take a look, guys. I mean, it looks really good. The angle is nice too. You want to see? This side? All right, so this is what Cameron's zone is looking like. His angle is a little bit different, but really nice as well. Put this back for Cameron. So it looks like we are ready for the ocean. So the ocean area I'm referring to is the still part of the water. We're not yet onto any wave action, okay? The still part of the water. If you look at your image, you'll notice it's a mixture of blues and black. Because it's really dark, we're trying to show the viewer that this part of the ocean is so far away from the wave that you could barely see any form or any highlights or anything. So we're going to paint the area first in blue, and then we're going to add in some hints of black afterwards. So I'm going to show you the area that we're painting. It's just like a fishing boat, as I like to say. Don't worry about where the wave is splashing there. We're going to add that back after. So we're going in with blue in this area here, like a fishing boat, right? This little area right there. Underneath your land, underneath the land, the black silhouette of the land, between the land and where the wave is forming, we're painting this area in blue. Just fill the area in blue. Don't worry about the splash effect of the wave. We're going to add that back afterwards. Our focus for now is just to fill the area in blue. So I hope you guys are getting through online. We've only used yellow, we've used purple, we've used orange, and now we're on to blue for the first time in the painting. Unless you had to mix to get the purple, then you would have used red and blue. So we're blending, we're creating our water. Now these waters are supposed to be very far in the distance. So we're going to add some black shortly to create that image. All right, guys, so this step really doesn't have any technicality to it. It's just fill in that area in blue. And it would look like this once you fill it in blue.
Like the abstractness of the curve.
Thank you. She's listening. I don't know why.
You need to keep your eyes on your paper, you know? She'll ask for help when she needs help. Come on now.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What's the name?
Mr. Easy.
Thank you. So I don't mind her business.
All right, so it looks like our ocean is almost finished for most of us. Remember, you don't have to try to leave out where the splatter of the wave comes over. We're going to add that back in afterwards. But once you've done this, I want you to take your very small brush and tap it into black. Note I said just a tap, right? Because the black can be very overpowering for the blue. So tap it into the black paint, and this is what I want you to do. I need you to pay attention to this step so we don't transform our entire ocean into black. So we tap into black, and I'm going to add a streak of black here, one down here, maybe another here, but look at this. Immediately after, I'm going in with my large brush or medium brush with black, and I'm going to pass the blue, with blue. I'm going to pass the blue over the areas I added black, over and over. I'm going to blend it out. It's important to do so as soon as you add the black so it doesn't dry and leave one streak of black in your ocean. And just blend it all out using blue. Keep dipping into the blue. If you're noticing more black than blue, you can always wash out your brush and try filling in with blue again. So we are adding hints of black in the water to show the depth and the distance of it. It's supposed to be really far away. So we're trying to ensure that the viewers get the feeling that this water is in the distance. All right, so we're tapping into black. And we're blending the blues and the black together to create a distance and depth to our ocean. I hope you guys are getting through who are painting with us from home. If you're not, please send us a message. Let us know how it's going. We know you have your color maps as well, and you may be further than us, but we would love to see your progress. All right, you're blending blue. I should see a mix of blues and blacks for your water. All right, so our ocean should look close to this. Once you've added some black in there, remember not too much black. Use your small brush, that's your detailing brush, to add the little lines of black in there. And immediately after, you go over it with blue just to blend it out. And so persons can see that this is something far away. All right? I mean, it could be close to, depending on how it came out. All right, so we should be washing out our brushes. Once you're done with the blue and the black, wash out your brushes because we're going to start the wave. We're going to do the land area and the coconut trees in just a bit. But for now, I need us to start with the wave because we need some of the blues and so on to dry on the wave before we attempt the colorful rainbow-like effect that we see happening there. So when we've done the blues and the blacks and the whites of the wave, we're going to leave it to dry while we do our land silhouette. And then we'll go back there and attempt our rainbow color patch, okay? So wash out your brushes. Just want to release some of the black that's been on it. Oh yeah, oh yeah. She asked me to teach her a couple times, but I said she wasn't ready. She wasn't ready, yeah. You say Miss D? Miss D. All right, guys, so the wave is a pretty simple wave. I guarantee we're going to have an interesting and fun time painting the wave. I must say that you have the option to do a normal wave. You don't have to do a rainbow colored wave. But if you do, yay, you're here for the ride, all right? But we're going to start things off by covering our wave itself in blue. However, we're going to stop up here. So the first cloudy line off that we have, we're going to stop there with the blue. And we're going to use our big brush now, and we're going to fill the entire area using blue. Big brush and blue. Yeah, we're going to use a big brush now. Big brush to fill this space. The entire way we're reaching up where my line off is up there. That's where we're reaching with it. So scoop that blue up and fill the wave. Make sure to keep the curve so you know the difference between the still water and where the wave is curving. So when you're doing your strokes, it should look like this. You should be swooping with your strokes. Swooping with your strokes. You shouldn't be going just left and right. You shouldn't be going just up and down, but you should be making curved strokes. Oh, Lord, Cameron. Just some curved strokes. Oh, Lord. I want to see the curve with your wave, guys. Remember, not just left to right or up to the up and down. We want to see the curve. So your hand motion should be going similar to mine. And as I promised, we are going to have an engaging discussion tonight. I have a section, Donna. It's called What are your thoughts on these statements circulating social media? So that's an interesting segment. And I want to hear your thoughts on some of the interesting messages we have circulating or statements circulating social media. I'm pretty sure it's about things we know. I have a question specifically for Hilda. Specifically for you. One that was made for you. Well, because you abandoned. No, no, you abandoned us last week for something. So, yes, so I have a question here. I'm sure. So I have a question just for you. All right, so all we're doing, guys, is fill in with blue. I know it's going to take you just a few minutes to do that. So while you fill, I'm going to ask the first question. So you'll get the stuff from Wendell. Let me see if I find Hilda's question. Yes, well, you that was there.
I thought, what's her name was there?
The person not here tonight. Don't sell her out.
Not just me alone that was there.
The person not here tonight.
I was there.
I'll just do it. Let's drink your wine and just relax.
All right, so while we're filling with blue, guys, remember to do smooth strokes. Just curve your hand while you're flowing with it as you go upwards and fill your wave with blue. All right, if you need more blue, just let us know so we can ensure you have full coverage as you swoop upward. So are you ready for me?
You don't look more ready for me than I do.
Oh, Lord. Well, my dear, this one is a statement circulating social media. So, Hilda, and anybody else, what are your thoughts on this statement that has been circulating social media? The statement is as follows. The judges gave Miss Carriacou the crown out of pity for her.
No. No. She won fair and square.
All right.
She won fair and square.
Remember, I was telling you she was going to win?
Why
Listen.
Let me hear Hilda. Hold on. Go
There
ahead.
was no sympathy
Uh-huh.
crown given.
Really?
Right? People were just running their mouth. If you were there, you would have seen this young lady worked for her crown. She won the crown fairly and out of this world. I didn't care what nobody say. I was there and she won. They were just how I placed them. They were, you know where she took them over? It was between her and Miss St. Andrews. But you know where she clicked Miss St. Andrews when she answered her question.
Oh.
Right? And I knew she was going to beat her because if you were following them over the few months, that young lady could think on her feet.
Oh.
Right? And that's where she clenched it. She was able to articulate better than her. That's the bottom line.
Wow. So what was your favorite part of her performance? Was it the speech? Was it like talent? What's your favorite part of her performance?
Her speech, because I was waiting for her to win with the speech.
And who in your mind was the proper second lineup?
Miss St. Andrews.
St. Andrews.
The toss-up for me was for third place, was between Miss St. George's and Miss St. David's.
Okay,
right?
okay.
But that was the toss-up for me. But when they gave Miss St. David's, I said, well, her dress was nicer, and you know, she had her costume was, you know, so maybe she did her by a few points.
Right.
But just as how I placed them, that's how they come.
Okay. Well, you should next we know who's be on the judging panel.
No, I ain't gonna judge. Because they go say them kind of thing on one side.
Abigail, yes, tell us your thoughts. You were saying before the Queen show itself, you noticed
Yeah, she had
Queen
a voice
material.
about and she could speak as Hilda would have said. She has this thing about her. She knows how to think on her feet in truth.
Yes.
Yeah, she has a different presence about her.
Yes.
A queen presence.
All right.
Same thing my friend say, you know. My friend who just she said she's tall. She has this elegant.
Yeah, she has this elegance about her.
She could just, you know,
She's gliding.
When she arrived, you could just say, here I am. You must turn to see her. Not people like before to come.
Oh, God.
You know, I shot that road coming through.
We'll take this.
No. When she comes, she exudes her presence.
Well, that's very lovely to hear. What are your thoughts on the talent? I think there was a talent or two that was very similar.
The monologue.
The monologues, yes.
But Miss St. George's monologue outdid. Was it Saint? Was it what? Who was
The next person.
It was the prime minister.
Yes,
Yeah.
monologue.
Yeah,
So
the
was it
monologue.
Paris and then Carriacou and Petit Martinique?
Yes.
Okay, nice.
All of them took part. Well, Carriacou and Petit Martinique was joined together, so it's one person representing.
Gotcha, okay. And that was one for Carriacou?
Yes,
Gotcha.
yes.
But it was a sympathy.
Crazy man, super shit with movie, everything, and go to the crowd. But they tell you they're coming for it, you know. They just start. That's what the child father say. They come in and take everything. You see, we start. Not common. No, he's not common. And he just lives in living character.
So we should all have
Carry
a fill in there with blue.
her
And the next step is for us to
then
add
Miss
some
Carriacou
hints
kinda
of black to it. So I want you guys to pay close attention to this next step. Using your very small brush. Your small brush, you're going to tap into the black paint and you're going to add a hint of black down at the bottom. And immediately after, we're going to take our blue and we're going to blend that black out, okay? We don't want a lot, just a tap of black with your small brush. And we're going to blend it out using blue. If the black is overpowering your blue, wash out your brush, wipe it, dip it into or scoop up a clean streak of blue, and then go ahead and add it in. So we just need a little bit of black down here. Just keep adding blue and keep going over it with the blue. Going over the black, keep going over the black with the blue. And keep your strokes curved and upward. So you should have flow upward with it. Make sure the blend, you're not seeing a sharp end of black in the middle of your wave. Just keep flowing upward with it. If your blue is dry, you can add some wet blue to it using a clean brush. Using a clean brush, you can add some wet blue to it. We're going to do the same thing up at the top. You're going to add a streak of black up at the top, and we're going to blend and we're going to pull, come down using blue. So again, if you look up at the top, I have 2 streaks of black up at the top, and we're going to blend this, come down. So all we're doing now, guys, is blending some black and blue.
To say like that. Why not using a big brush?
We're blending.
Other than Michelle, I was in the
He's very light. He's very light. The bigger the better, to get more coverage is very softness. I don't know. Yeah, very light.
All right, so you should have some streaks or hints of black in your wave. Not too much. We just want to show some shadows in the water. Again, no matter how much you have to move the shoulder a little bit, I want you to ensure that you're doing the full curve and you're going up. So when you dip into your blue, make sure you get a nice long curve going up so it all blends and doesn't look separated. The top of your wave doesn't look separated from the bottom.
Can we get a little bit more blue?
Blue for Kristen. While you work on the black, I'll let you know the next step is to do this with white. We're going to have to do this with white after. So make sure your small brush is clean so we can add a streak of white. Make sure both brushes are clean because we don't want too much black on it, all right? So you're going to have a streak of white inside the wave closer to the main curve of it there. We're going to add the white close to the main curve of it there. And we're going to blend again using blue. We're going to add some white in our wave. For some persons, this is just good enough. And they may not even need the rainbow color. But as soon as you do that, you guys know the drill. We're going in and blending it out with blue. It doesn't stay like this. We're going to blend it out using blue. So now that I've added this, I'm going in with my blue. And I'm doing light strokes to blend this out.
That's right to read.
White closer to the curve of the wave. And we're blending it out using blue. Yeah. Beautiful way to work out the arms. All right, so make sure you have your whites and your blues blended out. You can add as much white as you like. Make your wave pop as much as you like based on where your wave is breaking. If it's by Bathway, it might be a little bit different. If it's La Sagesse, well, we know. We know what that's going to look like. You can add the white anywhere you like. Make it look as realistic as possible, that wave. We're going to add the other colors later on in the session.
You went to the white glass, but you gave it to me. That's true. My bad.
So while everybody blends blending blue and black with white, we have another statement from social media that we are going to tackle tonight. Oh Lord. Oh, this question, Alvin, I think this one is for you, But you know what? I'll just say it out for anybody to see.
I'm listening.
I won't go to yours yet, Alvin.
Okay.
Yeah, I won't go to yours. Anyways, so you guys can say, what are your thoughts on this statement circulating social media? Grenada Carnival is no longer safe for kids. What do you guys think about that? Huh? For the eyes. And for some of our eyes. For a lot of our eyes. Oh Lord. What you said?
I said bam bam, belly, pussy,
Oh
and
Lord.
breast.
Oh my goodness. Well, I mean, they're hearing it in the songs too. You don't have to wait for Carnival just to see it.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
Well, seeing it is different. Seeing it is, I mean,
You get YouTube, you'll see it all right.
You see?
but believe you me,
Down the road, it's right
Yeah.
there for you on the
But
screen.
in reality, though, I heard there was like a shooting or a stabbing, something of that nature, wasn't there?
Down in St.
The stabbing was in St. Ted and the shooting was in Top.
In St. George's.
On which
day? On which day was it?
Monday.
Abigail, do you know it? Monday? Why you raise your hand up like Monday?
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe so.
Very interesting. So you see, and then there were kids in the Juve morning celebrations.
Well, I got home all before that. I played my Juve.
How you know when the shots were fired?
I tell you, but when I got home,
Uh-huh.
after that, I heard that, because I got home 8:45.
Okay. Well, what time you got up to go to Juve?
I reached in town
Didn't
after
even start till
minutes to 6.
What?
So Juve for me is from 6 to
6 to-
7:30.
So you played my for what? 1 hour and a half? It's here, I can see the face. Come.
I'm playing Old Mass.
Okay.
Right? I'm playing Old Mass. So from 6 to 7:30, I get myself across.
Uh-huh.
I came back, changed it back into my regular clothes, and then
Okay.
I sat by the gas station for a little while.
Well, your line was really by the gas station.
Yeah, and then I just head on back home.
Okay. I heard some people had to get up 3 o'clock in the morning to go. 3 o'clock in the morning?
To do what?
I have no clue. Hilla, you have to help me here because I really have no clue.
Because back in the day, you was after the match, right? You go and you jam it by you have a place.
Ethan Hilda has the mic? Yes, tell me.
I don't think the violence is new. I don't think the
Hold on,
music
you'll
is
get it,
new.
Miranda.
I don't think none of these things are new. Maybe we have more social media, so it's more announced, but it's not new. So
These things have happened
if
before.
you feel as though you don't want your kids to see those things, you keep your kids home.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and people it's a one time.
20 years ago, I was going in town, and everybody was going in.
20 years. Hilda said 20 years ago. 10.
What, 10 years ago?
Yeah.
Because people like Fatty Derrick and Alex and Dorothy Patterson had bands. It was proper band.
Really?
And even this guy who does the plays, he's one of those RKD. Yes. I mean,
what we
Gen Z
consider
era.
proper back in the day is proper now for the people who play.
So culture, things have changed. We've evolved.
You pay more money.
I want you to give Hilda the mic. Come by here. So Hilda, how was your experience playing Old Mass? Is it Old Mass they call it?
I've been playing Old Mass 20 something years now.
So Old Mass is more of the placard and
Commentary. Yeah.
so there was this one, right? There was this one social commentary in Old Mass, and I want to get your take on it. It says, and I quote the Old Mass singer, after the gun amnesty, the first shots fired was Laco. What are your thoughts? I thought that was very thoughtful, very creative.
But that's what you're supposed to do. You didn't see mine.
What was yours? Tell us about yours. We had to see it to understand it. We can't hear it.
You know what picture of it?
The person said on their Old Mass thing, after the gun amnesty, the first shots fired was Laco. You know what? A moment of silence for that. But yeah, Hilda, I think there was a lot of creative ones this year in
It's always creative.
the Old Mass one, but not much persons are participating in it
no.
anymore, is it?
When we used to have a band of 40, 50. 3 of us alone came out this year.
Oh Lord.
3 of us for us.
Okay.
The guy who is doing it, he's not able to think. So he did all the placards, but nobody came. So you're not seeing Old Mass. And you have to be on top what's happening for you to get the gist of it.
True.
Right? For you to understand.
Should I call
He
you?
don't play. I haven't seen Mr. Monroe in years.
Let's get our brushes washed, guys. We're moving on to the next step. Make sure you have whites and blacks and blue blended in
Didn't
there.
see me?
Okay. What do you think about it so far?
It's actually like I played on Laco too, you know.
Make sure your brushes are clean for the next step. So we're going to move to our land area while we allow the blue and so on here to dry a little bit before we start applying the other colors on there, okay? So we're going to move to our little patch
But you have to know what's going
of
on.
land here using your small brush and black. We're moving to the land patch area using black.
The small one?
The very small brush, yeah, detail brush, we're moving with black.
She's heavy.
So we should be filling that area in black.
So I'm curious, since you got everything online, do you have a Spotify playlist with this music then? Does he put it on?
Yes, it's a playlist though.
Alright.
It is a playlist, but not on Spotify.
It's gonna have your name on the playlist. It doesn't have your name on the playlist. That is interesting.
So we are looking at some of the comments. So we have Miss Evans said, either you like Carnival or you don't like Carnival. Carnival and morals, in my opinion, just doesn't go together. Whoa. Whoa, Miss Evans. How you could be like this? Back in the day was chap for so. I don't remember that.
Yes.
Really?
Every corner you turn was a cutlass and a chop.
Well, we have evolved again.
No, it's gone. You just move up your hands.
Well, at least they were having fun, right?
20 years ago, was a lot of cutlass because it was the gangs. Was them gangs in them times.
But we don't have those things again, right?
No, we have whoa.
We don't have those gangs anymore. Really?
Are we doing the trees too now?
Yes, you can do the trees. Same black.
It's not yellow.
Just regular blue?
So because of how far away our trees are, they're all silhouette. You can use your small brush and you can continue filling in. He's in black and I'm sure you can see your scene coming together already. We just have a few more steps to go.
It's not a test, you know.
Feels like
And to make sure you looking right. I need a smaller brush to get the curves in better.
Our tree has some funky looks, huh?
I said that's not nice. You're not supposed to be laughing. Not every island has trees. Okay, then let's get it.
All right, so our trees should look. Just you take your time and fill them in there. You have to look at them from the distance. You have to look at them from afar. If you watch them up close. Once you're done, wash out your brush. We're moving on to the colored portion of our wave. Land looking good. No, the land look good.
Our land is bumpy.
That's what you call land? That land look like land. Yeah, Ambassador milking in, she taking the power of the badge. All right, so we're going to be moving on shortly. I'll give you guys another minute. I'll give you guys another minute before we move on. We do have another question that we can tackle. As we move off the topic of Carnival, let me see. Don't worry too much about your trees. We're going to tap them up after.
Everybody's done so good up until this.
Up onto the tree.
No, the tree.
So we are going to be moving on to the colored part of our wave. I hope you guys' ears got some time to dry. Just a little bit. I hope we got some time to dry. I see some persons are saying, hey, I see green trees in the distance. We papa. Okay. Real green trees. While some persons wrap up on this, one question, considering the health implications, do you still think that old oil should be used in our carnival celebration?
Yes.
Old oil.
Yes.
You didn't just hear the first part, considering the health implications. What are we doing?
At the end of the day, no, I just job, right?
Okay.
Right. So yes, there is a health issue towards it, but you have to know as an individual what you have to do before you put the oil on your body. You're doing it wrong. If you do, the oil will get into your pores. First of all, you have to protect your pores by greasing them with Vaseline or oil.
Okay, so 100%, you ain't getting
100%.
nothing
No.
in your
And when you no, it doesn't.
I mean, tell me which places you're greasing down with Vaseline to go into all over with Vaseline? And then how do you wash it off after?
No, what to do? You don't wash. First of all, you take a dry cloth and wipe it off.
Okay.
Then take a dry cloth.
So it's moist, it doesn't start to dry on your skin at all.
Because of what is on because of what you protect it first with.
Right.
You just wipe it off and then you soap off and it don't stick again, it don't stick.
And but I mean, some persons were also saying, like, I know a lot of persons jump into the water, the beach, and but that isn't good for the environment,
That's
don't you think?
polluting. That there in itself is polluting the environment and the sea. That is bad.
Exactly. But from what you're saying, they're not taking the right step because you say you have to wipe first and
Supposed to
then.
wipe it off because
So-
it comes out easy.
I see people just heaving in the carnage, heaving there, heaving
Because when you
everywhere.
the oil still stays on.
So what's the purpose of that? Just for fun?
It's easier to get off and wipe it off with the rag first and then rinse
You
it.
have
Well,
to,
that's what I'm hearing.
You have to wipe it off.
So what's the difference if you play with, let's say, black paint or something that's like paint?
The best one, the recent one now is charcoal and baby oil.
Charcoal and baby oil. Yeah, that's a good mix
That's the
up.
one that's the recent one. But
What is it?
Charcoal and baby oil, she said.
Oh, that's actually fun. I like that. Charcoal baby oil sounds fun.
Yeah, I mean-
You don't do charcoal exfoliants and stuff now too? Like,
So you're exfoliating while they jump in?
Angus and exfoliation.
Oh, Lord.
China, you good across there? China, you okay?
All right, so it looks like most persons are ready. Make sure your brushes are clean and they're washed out for this next step.
I actually had a question about the snakes. Where did the snakes
Like the snakes in the carnival celebration.
Yeah, with like the motor oil and stuff. Like they're soaked in the motor oil.
Ilda, where the snakes come from?
In the mountain?
Because they're live snakes, makes you feel a little bad.
They had them this year.
No,
They
there
had
were
this
so
year.
many this year.
They had it
I
this
saw
year.
3 for sure.
By the time the Jab came over, I was already found.
I know, Jab Jab it started late.
So I didn't even see that.
Yeah, they were
But I know.
They had live snakes.
live snakes.
Years ago,
Etienne, you'll get to the mic.
years ago they had put a stop to it.
Mm-hmm.
When we were growing up, we used to have these, like they used to have these serpents, they must be, you used to well feed them. Because when they came out, they were big as your hand.
Oh, Lord.
Like, anybody remember that? The serpents
Real
used
and
to be
alive?
really big. And they had alive and wrapped around their neck. And then they just, a few years ago, I know they stopped it. Well, I didn't even know they had
They
this
had
here.
this year?
No, I came on news and it showed
Some are fake, some
By
are.
the time they came, I was
But
like,
listen, we didn't. Don't even watch it online, don't even watch it in person, so I will never know. And what do they put in their mouth to make it red though?
coloring.
Just coloring?
Yeah, coloring.
I saw that in the Carnival Queen show, the young lady had
Yeah,
some
just
red in her
coloring.
mouth.
And then they,
But listen, if they put in the oil on their body, I thought they were doing something crazy in their mouth too, but.
it's coloring, red food coloring. Yeah.
This video really overdoing it now.
They soak it like a few days. And so
This thing does really bring out the weirdest side of people, you know. This thing you have to be very careful. This thing is fueled by some sort of spiritual
it was
influence.
back in the
No,
day.
like listen.
The slaves
If on a
mocking-
regular though, you don't see somebody walking with a manicure in their mouth. Let's be real. So
But it
something
was-
else.
Jab was the slaves mocking the planters back in the day, you know, and they saw black as being evil, so they got themselves blacker and blacker, right? But I think we have taken it to a different level.
We've commercialized it.
Well,
That's what we've done.
I know how they do it, but 'cause I ain't playing it.
So guys, it's time for some yellow on a lighter note. Tap into yellow. And we are going to add some streaks of yellow. You can use your medium-sized brush to do this. So we're going to add some streaks of yellow in the middle here. 1, 2. Careful.
It was wine. Duh.
So yeah, a couple strokes in the middle there. Use your medium-sized brush to add these strokes in. We don't want any blue. We're just adding yellow. We're going to blend down some purple and we're going to pull up again with some other colors. I just need you for now to do this step, which is just yellow, and wash out your brushes. Just yellow and wash out your brushes. We have to go. No, we're going back in with something else. Just add some yellow and take a look at the next step. We did some yellow. The next step for us is to tap into green, and I want you to take a look at this, please. So you're starting higher than the yellow and you're pulling towards it. So we're coming towards our yellow now. We're pulling towards our yellow like this. So we're going to see a blend now between the yellow and the green. We're pulling towards the yellow. Just keep pulling with your brush with the same amount of green on it towards the yellow. We want to see a blend between the yellow and the green. Don't go all the way down to the edge of it. You're starting from the top, lightly pulling towards the yellow. Lightly pulling towards the yellow with green. Lightly pulling towards the yellow with green. Trust the process. Wash out your brush. We're moving in with some purple now. Wash your brush. We're moving in with some purple. Trust the process. I said trust the process. I don't know about your hands and, and you actually painted. Oh gosh, you guys, this is going to be good. Remember, you did have the option to leave your wave normal, huh? Coming back.
Like a Ninja Turtle.
There's still time to stop.
There's still time for a cover up. Huh?
Not after the green and the yellow.
Next step is with some purple, and we are pulling from the bottom and we're going up. So I'm tapping in the purple and I'm pulling from the bottom. I'm going towards my yellow. Again, from the bottom, we're going towards our yellow. Oh, Hilda. Oh, Lord.
Yes. Everybody was good.
Hilda, now look at her painting there. She said, what?
Is he going to Carnival? Yes, my eyes.
Once everybody has purple, again, if you're looking, so you're pulling from the bottom lightly and you're pulling up towards your yellow with the purple. Pull up towards your yellow with the purple.
No, you understand.
Water and juice I drink, you know.
Feeding off the energy. Feeding off the energy. Second hand wine.
Them two, yeah.
And this is all for now. So you're flowing up with some purple. You flowed downward, sorry, no, you didn't get the tea. With some green. Green flowed downward towards the yellow. Purple is flowing upward towards the yellow as well. All right, wash out your brushes.
Whatever makes you feel good.
Wash out your brushes.
Whatever makes you feel good, Dale.
So we need our big brush, we need our small brush clean, so make sure they're good.
Just touch me and pull it up.
Yeah, man, I wasn't going back. Yeah.
All right, so this next step, I'm going to need you to take a look. So we're going to tap, so you will notice that you're seeing a hash line up between your green with your blue and your purple and your blue, right? You would see that hash line up. So you know what we have to do now? We have to blend it out. And how do we do that? If you touch your green, you may notice, well, it's already dry. All right, so if we're pulling blue, it's just going to cover up the green, but we want it to blend together. So you're going to use your small brush and just add a wet streak or two of green with your small brush, just so that the blend with our blue is effective. Up at the top, Use your small brush and just add some wet lines of of green up there. And then right after, I'm going to tap into my blue paint and I'm going to pull from the top and I'm going to come down into my green over and over, over and over. Don't go down towards your yellow. We're just trying to blend out the top of our green so it doesn't look so harsh.
It all turned into one.
We have
I felt really good up until this point.
I go into everything.
we have Mr. Etienne if you need assistance. And it's never too late to just go all blue.
So now yellow. Well, I was gonna make a mistake. I'll listen.
The green?
Oh, the green has here.
Miss Etienne, I did it right? Good?
Yes, this is good. I did the bottom. So this long, right? No, keep it the curve.
All right, so we're going with blue and green. So you should have just a light touch of green on.
A little bit of bloody brush. Make sure green is a little bit wet and a little bit of green at the edge. So you're fine. So add a little bit of green and edges of where your green is. Yes, I know. Add your brush. So you need to add just a touch on your brush. And then what you add in the bottom? Same thing. The same thing as you blend your brush.
Okay. All right, you're just showing off in the corner here, but we'll show everybody. All right, so this person is really showing off in the corner there now. All right, our 45th session individual. This is what 45 does again.
Wow, that's beautiful.
It's Christine. So if you guys see online, I hope you're getting through like this. We have our rainbow color wave coming in. Once you've done the top part in blended in with the green, we have to do the same thing down below. So you know we're going to tap, make sure we have some wet streaks of purple. And we're going to pull a little bit of blue down below, just to make sure we're not seeing any harsh lines between the blue and the purple.
Not far down to there, right?
We're flowing up towards our purple with blue. Remember, it's never too late to go back to just blue. Just indicate and let us know.
Yes, add the same green, yellow, purple.
All right, so our ocean should be looking similar to mine. Yeah, bottom up to the purple and blue.
Start here, relax and build up. Just breathe away through.
Wash out your brushes once you're done. We're going to do the top part, and then we have to come back and add some more action down in the rainbow area. Okay. So kind of flow it down here as well. Just flow the blend there a little bit. Sorry. That's it there. Yeah, it's just a little bit different, but it's. Etienne will help you. Hold on. I have to go. No, I'm serious. Etienne will give you a little assistance. Because I want to show everybody how to do the top part of our wave, okay? So, the top part of our wave is really a fun part because all we're doing is tapping to get that top part finished off. All we're doing is tapping. Make sure you have blue. Make sure you have white for this next step. Blue and white. And we're going to use our large brush to do that. All right, so those of you on the live, welcome to our painting session. We are live at the studio in Grenada. We're a group of adults just relaxing and painting. To those of you who are painting along with us, we hope you're getting through okay. So all we've been using so far for the wave, we painted it entirely in blue. And then we moved in with some black for darker areas. We also added some white for some highlights in the water. And then we moved in with a rainbow colored approach with it. So we added purple, yellow, and green. But now we're going to move to the top of our wave where it's breaking before we add in some more final touches of yellow and so on down there. So guys, with the top portion of our wave, you're going to use your blue first of all, straight blue, and you can line up the top there. Make sure you line it up so you know where we're going. Using your big brush, you can follow along with me. Just follow the line up. All right. And for this next step, you're going to be tapping into white, and we're just going to, you can do some X strokes or cross hatching in there. You can even just do some taps as you add in the white paint, all right? So while you have blue there, you can just start adding in the white gradually. So you're doing tapping blue and tapping white. Blue and white. We're doing the wave area now. And we're using blue and we're using white to do that area.
No more wine. Say it here. Say it here. No more wine. No more wine? Okay.
You can dab, you can do crisscross, you can just feel free. It is a little workout on the hands, but we want to see some clear, defined white areas. So if your brush has too much blue on it, wipe it and go back over with some clear and defined white areas also. Let's get the wave-like texture to it. You can do some dabs or taps in there. So if you look at my motion, if you're doing the dabbing, you want to hold the brush close to the metallic area, and you go directly down and you dab. So you're basically spreading the bristles, but gently. Spreading the bristles gently. And Donna, why you gotta be like that though? Spread. Just tap gently, guys, okay? Just tap gently.
Tapping, tapping.
Mm-hmm. And don't be afraid to add and incorporate some of the blue in there while you're doing your taps of white. While you guys are tapping, tell me, do you think school uniforms should be free?
Yes.
Hmm.
I mean, everything can be free.
Everything for school could be free for all we concerned.
Well, we don't know.
Come on, free coronation, eh?
No.
How much are school uniforms? I'm curious.
How much to make a skirt or a kimono? $90, $50.
Which 50?
Yes, so the school skirt is not $50.
For them kindergarten and preschoolers.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
A little tiny tartar is not like $50 for the little uniform. Well, I've heard some person say just for the print alone, on the chest, if they have a print, it's almost $40, $30.
And that's just for one or multiple?
One.
One?
One.
Wow.
$30 just for the cresser.
Do they have to buy a new uniform every year?
Well, you don't have to buy every year, but if they grow out of it, you don't want them looking weird.
That age they're gonna grow with this uniform.
What? Why you wear people like that?
Do they change? I just have to put my Or they would use like at least.
Okay, come back.
Brothers and sisters.
Yeah. You can pass on some of the skirts and things to other persons, but then when it starts to wash out, you ever see people go to school with purple school skirts? That's what does be happening there, you know.
Or is it good material, like it lasts long? That's good.
It depends. What they say, don't iron the skirt inside out.
They have to learn to
Hang
turn
it
it
up.
after a while.
Huh?
You have to learn to flip it after a while. You
Okay.
wait one way and then you turn it.
You
after.
turn it, and it's when they say bring down the hem and you see a purple skirt and a blue hem in.
I wore my skirt for my entire 5 years.
Entire 5 years?
Yes, one skirt.
You flipped it?
From last year in secondary school graduation, I flipped it.
I had two.
How your same skirt from Form 1 fit you all the way?
Why you always fit me all the way?
What?
I get fat.
But you got the proper skills.
When I leave school.
Wow.
I had one.
I only got a second skirt because I burned the first one.
What are your thoughts? Thin pleats or thick pleats? Which one is better? Which one? The thin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks neater.
It looks neater as well, yeah.
Can I have some white, please? Thank you.
White.
Not struggling.
Yes.
Yes, to my right and my
One session, you mean? One session.
Oh, it's okay.
Hilda doing the most back there, man.
Yes. Thank you.
So we have to add some splatters. I'm sure you guys know the technique for that. So we have to prepare to get our nails and our hands a little bit dirty for this step. But make sure your blue comes down into the still water. Just pull it downward a little bit in the still water. You're feeling a little bit hot? Is it you? Oh, you mean you brought the heat in here, Hilda? Oh my gosh. You brought the heat from the Carnival Queen show to us? Hmm? Yeah. We're about to sell popsicles up in here. It should be better now. It should be better soon. Very soon. Ooh, feel the breeze coming through. So we're ready for the next step. Some white? Can I use the white for me? White. Anybody has taken flight on the Spirit of Grenada aircraft as yet?
No.
Y'all haven't? Anybody seen it?
Yes, it looks really nice.
You like it? Spirit of Grenada is the Inter-Caribbean aircraft that we have our flag on the tail of.
Isn't that the only
The first one.
is the first one with the flag?
Yes.
All right.
But what are your thoughts on it being on Inter-Caribbean though? Do you even fly with Inter-Caribbean?
Yes.
Okay.
That's what
Was that
Yes.
So Abigail says it was on Leah, so I'm trying to figure out if it's the best thing to have our flag on the tail of that aircraft.
What else would you put it on? Always here. I mean, we could write you can't use BA, you can't use Virgin, you can't use
Caribbean?
well, that's all.
Did I? And it's Trinidad. They're not even going to put us on it. Well, I guess we're taking what we could get, right? I saw it take off the other day. I was like, okay, there goes Grenada. We see you.
I saw it take off, and I actually saw it on the airport.
Yeah.
It looks pretty.
Interesting. So, guys, it's time for some splatter. So, I want you to ensure your big brush is clean. And we have to get some water ready for this step because it's time for the splatter of the waves. So if you look at me, you're going to tap your big brush into white and then you're going to tap it into water. So we want it to be a little bit, we want it to flow a little bit. And then we're going to pull the bristles. So when you're doing this step, for those of you online and you want to take a look as well, when we're doing this step, you're going to dip your big brush into white paint. And then we're going to pull the bristles backward and it's going to propel the paint forward. So we're going to keep flicking it backward and it's going to propel the paint forward. Now it can get a little bit messy, so be mindful of the persons around you. And we are pulling, try and focus it right at the bottom where the wave hits the still water because we want to show persons that there is some really dynamic stuff happening right there. All right? So we're going to focus a few of it there. And then you can work your way around, splatter in different areas. And you can spill some of that on the higher end of the wave as well. You don't have to keep it there. This is one messy wave. Okay, so I'm tapping in some light blue right underneath the peak of where my wave has formed there. Tapping in. And then I'm going to go back in with some flickers again. Wait, you have to splash for everybody, man.
I was like, you have number cards, huh?
You have to splash for all of them. Jill, you have on the right one? No. Oh, my. You guys can make that area there as, you can add as much as you like. And you can add as much as you like on your wave as well. When you come out here, people must know you come out painting. And we have splash for years then. That's a nice splash. Okay, well just take the fan brush and tap. Take the fan. That's it, Dale. Dale using 2 hands because she's that professional. 2 hands. Don't be afraid. Add some more splashes in there. Yeah, go for it.
But that's splash cookie, that's splash Listen, if you try to go for this, let's be real.
And then if you want to add some more yellow to your wave, like for example, when you add your purple and your green, you might notice that your yellow was sort of absorbed between the colors. So you can go in now with your small brush and just add some touch-ups of yellow. So like for me, I'm going with my small brush and just in areas that I want to add a pop of yellow, I'm going to add a bright stream of yellow in different spots. Nashawn Jeremiah asks. Actually, you can add it on the Facebook. On the Facebook, you will tag it on Facebook. Nashawn Jeremiah asks. So we should have some wave action flow in there. Don't worry if the splatters got all over the trees because the wave is supposed to be in the frontal view of your viewers, so they're seeing all of this action happening in front of the tree. So we want to see the splatters moving in front of the tree. You want some more white? Let's put some more white on there. Oh, no. No, it'll be fine.
You put white. You put white.
Etienne, can we have some white up here? You have it? A little board? Dear, why are you opening up that can of worms? Miss Dale says she wants a little bird. Are you guys feeling bird in your sky?
Yeah.
A bird in your sky, yeah.
Yeah.
Just be mindful of the brush you're using. Because we don't want another palm tree floating in the sky.
My bird's already migrated.
Let's see. So, let me see how you pull in your bristles. Because I think there's a lot of paint on your brush. So, I want to be a little bit lighter. Let's get some smaller. Yeah, you do it better. Hilda again?
They trained it.
Not me.
That was
You want to believe it from here? I ain't taking that one. Take it globally. Quite in the kind of way I did. Watch me.
All right. We see what's in you. How was your wave coming through there?
Wave it now.
No.
What's that?
Flow.
I'm telling you, the boat. Put the boat.
You good there? You good there?
So I'll add a little bird in my sky with black.
Put the paint in the juice?
So for the bird, it's just a stretched out letter V for the bird because we're showing birds in the distance, right? So I'm going to put a little bird here. This is just for Dale. This is just for Dale. What that bird look like it's upside down? That bird turning somewhere there, man. Listen. That bird doing the most. What? Dale had paid that bird, man. Will say?
Dale bird is usually the lines are thicker.
Oh, it's usually they know heading for the water. So you just stretched out letter V for your bird. Take your time with your black paint and your small brush. And the closer they are to the trees, the smaller they should appear because they're in a far distance.
Take your time. Make it small. So they put another one.
Add as much birds as you want. Wow, Asha, wow. The splatter.
But it look good.
But that's the same splatter that I would give her, you know. You want it more or you'd want less?
It look good. But then I just want to Shane the thing at the
Yeah. Giving you directions now. Where the ones on the one on the board?
My body looking right at all. Mine's looking.
In the distance, the bird is in the distance. Oh, Dale, that looks beautiful. You gotta go. Okay, Etienne, organize down and the ambassador stuff, please. All right, so we are on the home stretch. The very next thing, as you guys already know, most of you, is for our signature at the bottom corner of our painting. We're going to use white for our signature. We're going to use white for our signature at the bottom. I'm going to do the initial. Bottom right hand corner. Let's add our signature or initials down there. Using your small brush.
Yeah, orange.
For those of you online, I hope you have gotten through with this beautiful wave painting that we did tonight. Can't wait to see what you guys have created. So we're adding in the date now. So we have our initials, or your name and the date. Or if you're like Alvin, you may have a fancy signature that you've created for your initial. All right. One of the comments online said, I'm not sure which question this comment was probably directed towards, but it says, I hope that reminds persons to plan pregnancy based on a budget. What question we had? That's good. You can. So, and listen, daycare, preschools, you know, they're really in on those uniforms now to wear. Even some daycares have little mixed matching stuff that they want the kids to wear. So, y'all really have to be planning these days. Based on budget, if you can't, don't make it. So we are in the final stage. For those of you online who have been painting along with us, we've just added in our initial to our painting. So we want to thank you all for joining us. All we did, we also added in some special touches. We added in some birdies, if you can see them. We have some large ones at the top, and you know the further away they are, the smaller our birdies have to become, okay? So I hope you guys have gotten through to this stage of the painting along with us. I trust that everybody in house got through with theirs wonderfully. I see some beautiful, beautiful colored waves. And guys, of course, we have to say goodbye to our people who are on the live. So again, folks on the live, if you're having any questions, we want to see the completed process or part of your design as well. So please send us some photos. Let's see it. And guys, on the count of 3, let's say a farewell or goodbye to our lovely folks who are painting online. 2, 3. Goodbye. We hope to see you in studio one Thursday.